Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another half baked TED Talk. Today, nothing to talk about, but I felt good, so I decided again to record something. What are we at right now? Day possibly, possibly 2 weeks since I've gone to Umrah. Possibly three, considering it's like Wednesday or Thursday right now, because it's like 4 a.m. Yeah. Ooh, okay. I've outgrown Saudi. I was waiting till it happened. Um, I knew I was here for originally, before any change of plans from anything. This was back when I was gonna join the Marines. I don't know if y'all know about that story, but we'll get into that maybe some other time or maybe later on. But originally, I came here so I could, first of all, go to Umrah, which Alhamdulillah we did. Secondly, lock into my religion, my deen, you know, really have a foot like in the door type of situation. Well, I had a foot in the door, but really go in that door, kind of force my way in. Which Alhamdulillah we also succeeded in. Um, to set up a workout routine, which Alhamdulillah we also uh, succeeded in. Uh, I wanted to read a self improvement book, which I didn't do, but I did something alternatively better, I would say, for myself in the long run. I did things that were better for me in the long run. What else? What else was one of my original goals? I wanted to complete a program, which I did not complete, but it's okay. By the way, these goals were set back in December of last year, or even before December. I was supposed to come here December. I've been here for now. Oh my God, let's count. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. About 5 months, almost half a year. Oh my God, half a year. And I'm gonna stay here for another month or so. Um, inshallah, and possibly my final month here in Riyadh or Saudi Arabia. There was a lot of opportunities here, uh, not career wise, or nothing that I pursued career wise, but there was a lot of opportunities here for self growth and adventure and a bunch of other interpersonal details. One was I was going to meet one of my best friends. I consider them a best friend even though we're no longer friends. I mean, look, we don't stay in touch or anything, but relationships like that, it doesn't matter how long you guys don't talk. If you guys do see each other, like it's an instant click. I was gonna meet them, but something happened to them. They were supposed to come this month, uh, but they didn't. But Alhamdulillah, things always are gonna play out how they're supposed to. And it's funny actually because this specific person, every time we're about to meet, uh, it doesn't work out. Like we miss each other by literally a sliver, and it's humorous, but it's also frustrating. But if you have belief in a higher powers plan or destiny, for sure, I guess, right? uh, then these things become a lot easier to just say Alhamdulillah for and just trust tawakkul, like, okay, that this was what's supposed to happen and that this is for the best. So that's also been a very interesting part of our relationship. Just constantly missing each other. And it's definitely not due to lack of effort. Like, it's literally every single time from some sort of coincidental external factor that adds up. I'll give you an example. Say, okay, this past instance, I was gonna book a flight to where they were uh, before going to Umrah. I was gonna book a flight to where they were. Found a really good ticket. My dad said yeah and everything. It was like it was set. I was ready to book it. Like confirmation on their side. Like they told their family and everything. You feel me? And then we were talking, and then they were telling me how they were gonna come to Saudi on the 20th. So I was like, well, if you gonna come the 20th, why would I why would I go there? And this was like in the same month. This was earlier this month, possibly. Um, So I was like, okay, well, we'll just meet when you come the 20th, right? Okay. So that aside, a few weeks later, something happens on their side. Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I just wanted to let you know. I'm like, well, I appreciate you letting me know, da da da. It's like a shame. I really wanted to see you, da da da. Uh, but possibly next time, inshallah, right? So like literally every single time something by a slip, like she was, ooh, ooh, did I say the pronouns? They. We're gonna ooh, reveal who they are. Okay, well, she has an aunt here, and she was gonna come stay with her aunt, and that like it canceled. It didn't work out for a few personal reasons. But it's odd to think about how our relationship is like that. Um, but I don't know, it's interesting, and I enjoy not seeing her because like in a way like I know that when we do meet it's gonna be the right time that we are meeting and it's gonna be a very very interesting experience. um yeah, so but what else, I met somebody here as well who is definitely on the friends list now, who we had a very interesting connection, and they're a great person to be honest. And we tried something, but it didn't work out. But also, alhamdulillah, uh, I mean, these things happen for a reason. I feel like I've benefited as much as I can from Saudi. I feel like I've put myself in a position where I'm ready to move on to the next thing in life. Um, the next thing in life is not college, although I am going to be doing college while I pursue the next step of my life. College is more of not a safety net. I would not call it that. I would say it's more of a side quest. College is more of a side quest as of right now. I feel like a lot of people, okay, main quest, just graduated high school. All right, college. Why would you? Okay, it's your life, bro. But yeah, my main quest is definitely somewhere else, if we're using that terminology. Um, my mental health has been fantastic. Oh my God. Like, I stopped looking at things in a negative way. I tend to do that. I tend to have, like, um, okay, like, how would I describe this? when I fall hard, right? Like I need to fall to have a reason to do better. Uh, Kinda, right? If I'm doing enough, well enough, and I'm just going on this trajectory, right? And there's no new growth, like say it was like this, right? And I'm on this trajectory for a while, then I feel like in order to there has to be a this nigga's crazy. What is he talking about? Yeah, I feel like that there has to be that you know what I'm saying? Not the but yeah, there has to be some sort of um, fail so I can succeed. So yeah, I'm at my worst when I'm stagnant. When I'm just like that, that's when I'm at my worst, hands down. Um, when I fall and I fail, I enjoy it because it forces me to pick up myself again, but also it helps me deal with a lot of inner uh, emotions and a lot of like internalized feelings that stagnant me was ignoring, right? So I fall, I'm vulnerable now, I'm hurt. Okay, time to boss up. Does that make any sense to anyone? It doesn't matter if it does, because that's just how I've been walking. And it's important to me that I fail now because in my mind I can't afford to fail later, although that philosophy might change. And I could see it potentially being beneficial to fail later on to boss up again, right? I could see that being a possible outcome in the situation. And I also never believe that they're actual fails. I call them fail uh, because it's in Allah's plan, right? So there's also this beautiful, beautiful ayah in the Quran. I was reading the other day. Ugh, I need to memorize the Quran so I can be able to quote it. But it goes something along the lines of, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it goes something along the lines of, surely what is to come is better than what has passed. Uh, Beautiful, beautiful, by the way. So it reassures that previous mentality I had in my head of I used to say, and I used to firmly believe in this until my stagnation, until my fall, and now I re-believe in it after my bossing up. By the way, bossing up does not mean like, okay, hold up. By the way, so we said the right, the right. Like it's not the bossing up isn't at the peak right here. The bossing up is the progress of getting there. Does that make sense? That is where I'm at. Like feeling feeling like you're progressing towards the bigger, higher version of yourself, the better version of yourself is phenomenal, 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 phenomenal. Uh, I chase that feeling. I'm addicted to that feeling. If there's ever been something I'm addicted to, it's that feeling right there of getting better, of becoming something more. Ooh, I love that feeling. I love that feeling. I can't express how much I love that feeling. If I put it into words, words would fail it. Does that make sense? Don't matter if it makes sense, because it makes sense right here, nigga. Anyways, so I used to believe that there was no, like, that the present me was always the peak me. And I always used to look back and into photos, and no matter how good I looked in the photo, I would believe that, okay, no, like, this is the better version of me. And even physically. And then and then I came to a point where I was bald. Pure bald. No eyebrows, no hair. And then I had to start regrowing back the hair, right? By the way, very symbolic of my journey. Um, Being bald with no hair, absolutely zero, and then uh, growing it along with my journey. My hair, or hair, period, carries your experiences alongside you, right? Like, think about uh, the new growth that's happening every day of each passing day, and then the hair that's there from the previous culmination of days and years and whatever, right? And then on top of that, the hair that's gone, like the hair that you shed off, like the memories that you just completely don't remember. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, so I used to believe in that firmly. Like, no, I'm always peak me at present me. And then I fell. And then obviously, when you're so like sad or vulnerable, you're like, oh, like maybe that was a better version of me, blah, 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 blah. And then now I'm back to thinking, no, I'm always gonna be the best version of me. Like, maybe I don't look how I look back then, right? Maybe I don't have as long hair or whatever, but this is better for me, and I look better like this. And I firmly believe that now. Present me. And by the way, seeing that video, the I Hope video, there's a reaction I recorded, which hopefully I'll post with some good editing or whatever. To, anyways, seeing the I Hope video stimulated something inside of me. It like it like brewed up. It reminded me of what I was brewing up. You feel me? It was like, okay, well, you didn't go back on your word or fail the mission. But I'm forgetful. I be forgetting. I have a journal that says a journal, but in the journal there's an entry. It's titled "I'm Just Forgetful." I think it says "I'm back. I'm just forgetful," with like an emoji I made in parentheses, like using like whatever, right? I think maybe under that there's some more explanation to that. That is my life motto. Like, I'm literally just forgetful. Like, I be forgetting I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the nerf Allah put on me. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you're that nigga. You're capable of everything. You can manifest anything you want. Actually, this is our superpower. I should restate that. This is everyone's superpower. Humanity's superpower. We can do whatever we want, right? We can we can achieve any goal we want, and we're so powerful, and we can create, right? But we just forget. Stop, shut up, stop and listen, okay? You have the power to do all that you want. All those animes you've seen, all the cartoons, all the crazy manga or whatever you've been reading, the books, the fictional tales about this super demon king or whatever the fuck, right? And then he's like reincarnated, right? And then he doesn't know he has all this dormant power. That's you, nigga. That's me and you. Bro. No, actually, pause. On a serious note. That's actually what we are. That's 100% actually what we are, right? So it's up to you to get into habits that will continuously remind you of who you are, of what you're capable of. Prayer, meditation, fantastic way, right? But alongside that, like we talked about this in MSP, alongside of that, the daily actions, the intentions, the physical work, right? I mean, that is daily actions. The mental uh like stimulation. You have to stimulate your mind constantly. You can't be stagnant. You can't be stagnant, bro. Because when we stagnate, that's the worst. Like we we recognize patterns, right? Like as humans, like we'll see something that's like how we have deja vu and shit like that, right? Like we are very good at recognizing patterns. Some of us better than others. But bear with me, right? Hold up. So we're recognizing these patterns, right? But then we put ourselves, right? Well, the shaitan, really, but we put ourselves into this endless loop where we believe we're doing new things. We we believe we're doing new things, but really we're just doing the same bullshit over and over again. And that's where you get got. Because when you have a routine, right? It's different. When you have a routine and like you're waking up at a certain time or whatever, you're working out and you're stimulating yourself and you're gaining these new experiences. Like this routine is helping you gain new experiences, by the way. That's completely different. But when you're let's take school, for example, right? You're waking up at 6 a.m. or whatever, right? Sometimes you might wake up at 7. You're putting on different clothes, right? You're going to class, you're learning new things, right? You're having different conversations with your fellows, right? You're getting back home, you're maybe watching something else or you did something else today, right? Nah, you're lying to yourself. None of these things are different. Those are so minuscule in the grand scheme of things. You're fucking up. You're fucking up. Because now you're doing the same thing, but you're also degenerating along with that. There is no new growth in that linear line of repeating that same motion. But when you run a mile every day, for example, not to flex, but alhamdulillah, that's what I've been on recently, right? You're praying your 5 prayers daily with concentration. You're putting mindfulness into it. You're thinking about what you're saying. You want to be concentrated in that. You're asking God for forgiveness. You're repenting. You're meaning what you're saying. It's not just words coming out of your head. There's an alarm ringing. It's 4 a.m. For just about it, as in like 18 minutes. We don't have much time. But what was I saying? Hold up. Rewind, rewind. When you're growing, right? When you're learning these new things, you're building these habits that are gonna benefit future you. That routine is positive, right? When you're stagnating, you're not really. It's not really like this, is it? Is it? When you're stagnating, you're falling. You're stagnating, you're falling. Cause the curb, hold up, tie it back into the premarital questions. When you're, bruh, the world constantly changing, constantly evolving, hyper competitive. When you're stagnating, you're falling. You got to grow alongside the curve, if not ahead of it, and if not ahead, ahead of it, bruh. If there's one thing anyone in the entire world takes home with them, ever from any of my videos, please let it be this, okay? If you're not growing alongside or ahead of the developing curve of the world, you're falling. You're failing. That's it. You're losing. You're losing. That it's simple and put. The only people who can do that, babies, perhaps, and only for a little bit, because they got developed too. Maybe not with the world, like the actual world. This is what we talk about, like where they said like, oh, grown-ups, like the real world, right? Listen to me. Even babies have to develop with their perception of the world. They have to develop alongside, if not ahead of, that curb. That's a fact, okay? Please, please, don't forget who you are. Please, okay? I believe in you. You should be believing in you. Allah. I don't know if y'all Allah, okay, is just your creator. Okay? I don't know who's seeing this video. Okay? But Allah is just your creator. Okay? Rabbak, your creator, believes in you. Okay? I'll put it as that. I'll put it as that. Don't don't talk about God, Jesus, blah blah blah, my cow, da da da. No. Just your creator. Your creator. The creator of the universe. Okay? The creator of the world. They believe in you. Okay? I believe in you. You should believe in you. Don't forget who you are. Okay? Because, or else, you're going to lose to me in the race. You're going to see me. I'm going to be winning. I'm be looking back. Talk about, where the fuck you at? You was talking all this. Where the fuck you at? You know what I'm saying? So, don't forget, if you don't want to lose to me, like, I'm a chump. Don't let me win. Fight me on it. Fight me on it. And even then, I still believe in you, but I believe in myself some more. You feel me? I love you. I care for you. I miss you. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you know what you want out of life. And even if you don't, I hope you're chasing something, right? Chasing some sort of better version of yourself, perhaps. You're saying you don't believe in anything or you lost all faith, but you gotta believe in something. You know what I'm saying? Right. And what else better to believe in than yourself? Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to this not so half-baked TED Talk. This was phenomenal. How do I have so much energy? It's 4 a.m. Don't ask me that question, nigga. Listen, no, I don't take cocaine. No, I'm not crazy. But I'm ready to take on the world. I'm, I'm trying to stall some time until the azan is so I can go pray. Wait, hold up. What else?